On the outskirts of Asheville, North Carolina, in the gentle lull of autumn 2022, a young woman named Emily began to notice a peculiar visitor near her back porch. Every evening, just as the sun dipped behind the Blue Ridge Mountains, a lone raccoon appeared at the edge of her garden. He never ventured too close, but lingered long enough to make his presence known, curious eyes shining beneath the fading amber light. Moved by his silent plea and his thin frame, Emily began placing a small bowl of food near the porch steps. At first, the raccoon would wait until she returned inside before approaching. But slowly, day by day, a delicate rhythm emerged. The two fell into a quiet routine, Emily placing the food, the raccoon cautiously emerging, and their eyes meeting briefly in the stillness of twilight. She named him Oliver. Weeks passed. The October air grew crisp, and the fiery leaves began to carpet the yard. Emily began to feel a strange sense of companionship. Oliver was no longer just a wild animal. He was a gentle, if cautious, guest, one she came to expect and even look forward to. Then one evening, just as Emily set down the usual offering of fruit and dry kibble, she noticed Oliver wasn't alone. Two more raccoons peered out from behind the trees, hesitant but clearly drawn by his example. Oliver looked back at them, then at Emily, as if reassuring them it was safe. To her surprise, Emily smiled. She didn't feel invaded, she felt honored. It was as if Oliver had trusted her enough to bring his friends. She quietly brought out two more bowls. Over the next few weeks, the trio became a fixture of Emily's evenings. They never caused damage, never overstepped their bounds. Sometimes they played near the bushes. Other times they simply ate and lounged on the stone path, bathed in soft moonlight. Though wild, they showed a kind of respect, a quiet understanding that this home was not theirs, yet they were welcome. The bond deepened. Emily found herself talking to them, her voice gentle, her movements slow. She knew not to try and tame them, nor cage them with expectations. Instead, she let the friendship unfold naturally, like leaves unfurling in spring. It wasn't long before Oliver would inch closer, sitting just a few feet from her as she read on the porch. The trust was unspoken but real. By winter, the visits lessened. The raccoons likely found warmer shelters or followed instinct to quieter woods. But Emily kept leaving food, just in case. Sometimes footprints in the snow told her they had passed through in the night. When spring returned, so did Oliver, this time with a smaller raccoon trailing behind him, clumsy and wide-eyed. A new generation, perhaps. Emily's heart swelled. In a world that often moves too fast, this slow friendship between a woman and a few wild raccoons was a quiet testament to patience, respect, and the small, beautiful bridges that can form between species when hearts are open.